welcome back. Glad you made it. It's another So-So production. It is Monday, August 2nd, 2021, man. It is Monday. August is Monday, right? It feels like a Tuesday, but it's already Monday. No, it's Monday, August 2nd, 2021. Hope you guys are all doing well. Hope you're all safe and sound. Thank you again for the long-time viewers and listeners of the show. Thank you for your love and support. If you're a newbie, thank you. Buckle up, baby. Buckle up. Let's have some fun. Sip, sip to you guys. We're in that final stretch of summer right now. We're in that final stretch of summer. It's that last bad batch of summer. It's August. It's that last batch of summer. So you go out there. You've been working out hard. You've been eating properly. You want to, go out to the beaches. You want to put on some short shorts. You want to put on some, you want to wear a tank top here and do it because it's, before you know it, it's going to get a little bit chilly. Well, it's actually been kind of getting a little bit cooler for the past couple of days here, at least in Toronto. I don't know where you guys are at, but here in Toronto, it's been getting a little bit cooler. Not going to lie to you guys, but it's nice. Your boy is a fan of the fall, fan of autumn. Not going to lie to you guys. I like wearing a nice sweater, putting a nice scarf around my neck, getting cozy on the couch, sipping on a cup of Joe, or maybe even, every once in a while, just to spruce things up. Get that cocoa going. You know what I'm talking about? That's what it is, baby. Let's rock and roll. Hope you guys are all well rested. Hope you guys enjoyed your weekends, had a great time relaxing, just taking some downtime, taking some me time, going out for a few walks here and there, staying indoors a little bit, just, trying to relax a little bit. Work through the week, relax a little bit on Sunday. That's what it is. But congratulations to the women's soccer team, the Canadian women's soccer team. Congratulations. We are no, what do we say? What do we say? You put a little bit of that. That's what it was. Was it the gas? Nobody knows. Was it the cheese? Was it the extra cheese on the poutine? Nobody knows. But did we put a shootist on the penalty shootout? It wasn't a shootout, but there was a penalty. And did we put a shootist straight up on the line? Yeah, we did. Did we score to take it 1-0? Yeah. Are we in the finals? Are we closer to the bag? Are we walking around the bag right now? Yeah, we are. Congratulations, ladies. Everybody's excited. We're all behind you, rooting for you. And the finals going down, I believe, on Thursday, August 5th. We're taking on the Swedes, baby. It's the Swedish meatballs versus the Canadian poutine. Get your carbs. Stay energized. Also, we're playing soccer. Let's not eat too much before the games. But, great job. Great, it's, I love seeing, everybody going out there, ladies, men, just, giving it their best, and that's what it was. We're all proud of you. You're all winners in our heart, but let's go grab that gold, bring it back home, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying, baby. It's Monday. It's Monday. I believe it's a civic holiday here in Ontario, if I'm not mistaken, because I went out early this morning. Just, take a care, get out there. Just be with the people a little bit. Do a little bit of, put in a couple of hours of good, honest work before coming in and putting in more honest work, because that's what it is. You got to go out there, do certain things. But that's the thing. I noticed that it's a civic holiday today, and it's got nothing to do with, Honda or the, car manufacturer. It's just legit. It's a civic holiday is what it is. So it's a day to be spending, I guess, with your families and with yourselves, with nature, going out there doing the things that you like. So do it. Bear with me a few seconds. This camera likes to move every once in a while. There we go. Back at it again. But man, oh man, it's, things that we're going to just keep it silly willy today because everybody's been, talking about let's just get down to it. Let's just get down to it. Serious issues, serious topics. I'm talking about dust. I'm talking about dust bunnies. I'm talking about dusting today. Should you dust? Should you not dust? Where does dust come from? Who's been dusting here? There's pros and cons. There's pros and cons of everything. And, some people obviously like to dust. Every once in a while, you see a couple of them dust bunnies accumulating around the household or the bedroom or the kitchen or the living room or the bathroom or the ceiling. It's just a little buzzy, little fuzzy fella just, hanging on to a thread. Maybe a spider went in there and just, they started to, the dust bunny and the spider became a whole ecosystem. It just became a whole... somebody's spewing webs out there. Somebody's just, trying to trap that little insect, have a little din, have a little snack. So there are things to be considering when it comes to dusting. A lot of people like to keep a clean household or a place of business, what kind of business you running. That's what I'm asking. And a lot of times people are just like, should we dust, should we not dust? The benefits, of course, if you're dusting, well, it's quote unquote, I guess, clean to a certain degree. How clean is it? If it's just dust that you're getting rid of, we're not really talking about cleanliness here. I mean, if you want to really like get down and like do some scrubbing, maybe take a couple of, take a couple of this, that, and the other. I'm not even gonna say nothing. You take whatever you want to take, if you want to take anything, and then get down and just do a little bit of cleaning. Do a little bit of cleaning. Do a little bit of solid days worth of cleaning, and you get rid of the dust. And that's what it is. But if you want to really eliminate germs, then you might be reaching for that Lysol, or you might be reaching for that that Mr. Clean, the clean wipes. But the thing is with the dusting, when it comes to dusting, man, first of all, where does it come from? Let's just call a spade, baby. What's dust? It's that dead dermis. It's dead dermis. It's that dead epidermis, baby. That first, soft batch of skin that's, it's that dermis. But that's what it is. And basically you're just like, should you be dusting, or should you be basically, if you've accumulated a lot of dust, it's a question that you should be asking. Are you shedding too much skin? And what's reasonable? How much skin should you be shedding on a regular during we do have shedding seasons, of course, and different people shed in different times, and it's you don't want to stay, that's the thing. In wintertime, I'll get extra, I'll get a little bit, because it's cold here in Canada. It gets cold. You gotta just, if you don't, your skin gets dry. You start to see, you accumulate little cracks here and there around the elbows, near the knees, it happens to the best of us. So you got to moisturize. So it's a question of where is it coming from, and you wanting to tackle this beast at the root, because you don't want to just go around town just cleaning up dust. Next thing if you're the cause of the dust, maybe just me. Look at yourself in the mirror is what I'm trying to tell you. Look at yourself in the mirror, and that's where it starts. And with all this, because people like to do different things, and you want to invite people over. Maybe they come, maybe it's a whole, and everybody's, it's been handy, so everybody's like, eager to get together and just spend quality time. And maybe you get a couple of folks over your place. Next thing you know, what's accumulating? Dust. Because you're all just partying, and it's dead dermis. There's dead dermis everywhere. At the end of the night, and you're left with all the dermis, dude. So things to think about. Personally, I like to leave a little bit of dust. If I'm being honest, I like to leave a little bit of dust. I said it, I meant it. I like to leave a little bit of dust, because you never know. Everybody thinks dust is like, it's annoying to have dust here, but I say it's actually beneficial, because like, let's say you're out and about doing this, that, and the other. You're busy. I don't know what you're doing. I'm not keeping track of what you're doing, baby, but you're doing things out there. And if your house is like, if it's sparkling clean all the time, what happens if, God forbid, if somebody were to do a little bit of that, B&E, baby, or some of that, if somebody decides to do the, the creepy crawlies up in your space when you're not home, in and out. I'm not talking about the nice hamburger joint you guys got in Cali, because we don't have it here, but like just a quick B&E in and out, creepy crawlies in and out of your place. And maybe you're still not, because dust used to be the original, it was the cornerstone of the forensics department, because that's what it was like back in the day. If crimes went down and if there was no dust, unsolved. Crime, no dust, who knows what happened? Did it even happen? No dust. Beauty of dust is that you leave a little, you sprinkle a little. That's the thing. I actually carry a little bit of dermis in my pocket. I got this little cute little, it's like a Pez dispenser, but for dust. Every now and again, I'll just be walking around myself, just, little dust here, little dust there. And man, this camera keeps moving. Jeez, what are you doing to me? There it is. Almost. Boom. Killing my flow here. But that's the thing, dude. That's the thing. You keep that dust in your pocket, and you sprinkle a little bit here and there. Next thing you know, if crimes go down, Who's coming in to check it out? Crime scene investigators, CSI baby. CSI is going down and they're looking at things. The whole, it's a whole. They're walking into crime scene. You got bodies everywhere. There's bodies. There's chalk outlines. There's people from other departments. Smith's coming over. Smith's already with his, he's eating a donut. There's tons of jelly, just like, he's not paying attention. Coffee in one hand, jelly donut in the other. He's just like, oh, I got here, and he's trying to show off. He's trying to get the promotion. He's like, I was here early. I was like, yeah, but you crossed there's that tape you're not supposed to, there's a yellow tape you're not supposed to cross, Smith. He's already in there, and he's dusting himself. Because he's got that, powdered jelly donut, and it's just like powder and it's like, is that blood or dust? What's going on? It's jelly and it's Smith. It's all Smith. But that's aside the point. The point is that when the CSI gets there and they're investigating, they're going to want to look for, what do you look for when you get at a crime scene? The first thing you look for. Fingerprints. First thing. You don't ask questions. You don't even. That's the thing. If you're asking me, how do I conduct a crime scene investigation? For me, the first, mind you, I'm not a professional, but if I were to get in there and if they asked for me to investigate the scene, I'd be like, let's check out some dermis. Let's check out some dust. Where's the dust? Collect all the dust within the vicinity that's been accumulating over the past 24 hours. I want to know every single particle. Make phone calls, send emails, ask questions. Where's it all going? Where's it all coming from? And that's the thing. Everybody's just like, man, this guy really knows what he's talking about. I'm like, yeah, been doing this for some time now. And that's how you crack a case. Next thing you know, missing dust. What do we have here? Now what are you doing? Now you're lifting fingerprints. Not like physically. There's no physical labor at all involved in this. Minimal physical labor. Minimal. You'll put a little nice piece of tape on because there's like dust everywhere. Piece of dust missing. You see the little patterns. You see the little, because you got that eyesight. You got because there's a whole array of activities going on in and around you. There's bodies. Smith with this jelly. You got Johnson down there. He's just like, what's going on? The superintendent's calling me. He wants an update. And you're there. You're there with your trench coat. You're there with your trench coat, with your coffee. And it's early in the morning, so it's just, the sun's about to come out. There's people, and you gotta close it down. You gotta shut it down because there's people around. There's kids, there's children out on the streets, families about to get ready to go outside. And that's the thing. You don't want to be alarming people. You want to keep people calm. You want to keep people calm and collected. So you close it. You shut it down. You close off the perimeter. Nobody goes in and out without my knowledge. I want to know who's coming in, who's going out. You got tents everywhere. Smith, finished that jelly, damn it. Things are rolling. That's what I'm saying. And you look for dust. And without dust, how you gonna, and that was the first indication, because we didn't have in the 80s, that's all you had. If there was no dust, mystery not solved. That's what it is. So for me and for my own sake, I like to, carry a little bit of dermis in my pocket. Just go around, because you never know when, if anything happens, I want there to be legitimate things to be, we want to figure it out. Magnifying glass, look for missing dust everywhere. And that was the thing. Before snow came around, dust was the first kind of way of leaving, notes behind for people, because snow came around, changed the game. Now we're writing in snow. Ball game changed. Before snow, you're leaving notes in the dust. You think the first paintings were made in dust, bro? The legit dirt and dust. They're like, oh, look at these cave paintings. They're dust. They're dust. Let's not call it a Picasso or a Van Gogh. It's just it. But that's how it all started in dust. A lot of other things, contributed to the starting factor as well, and it's still a big question which came first. Dust was there. It was amongst the first. Dust was originally there, and people were just getting creative. Be like, look at this horse. You're looking at him and man, these people really appreciate the aesthetics of this animal. No, that's just what's on the menu. We're eating horse. You're looking at the menu, dog. You're looking at the menu. We're eating horse. That's all we've got. And that's what it was. But or you wanted to go off because you didn't have phones, you didn't have emails, you didn't have fax machines where you can just like, you didn't have pagers, dog. You didn't have pagers because like before pagers, you had to we got pagers. Next thing you know, you're getting paged. What's going on? Your baby's being born. You're like, I didn't even know I got a baby. But now you're going to the hospital at least. At least you're going to the hospital. At least you're showing up from the first stages of life. At least you're there in the early stages. And then you could be like, Daddy's busy. I gotta go. I gotta go work. Gotta go work. But that's what that is. That's how it was. Before pagers, your wife, your lady, or your spouse, your significant other, they leave you a nice little note. Wherever, with cars windshields, great space for leaving notes. I'm out going for a carton of milk. Out going for a carton of milk. That's what you'll say. Out for milk. Out for milk. Get in milk. And you felt at ease because like you got up early in the morning. I'm yawning. Where's my partner? Nowhere to be seen. What do? Nothing. This is we're talking prior to phones and pagers, right? That's how it was up until the 70s. A very recent 70s, mid 70s, 80s, we started to see a whole shift in the game. But that's what it was. You wanted to let somebody know you love them. What did you do? You got some dust. But it was a surprise. It wasn't just like, oh my, and they'll see it. They'll see the little bit. There was companies, dust companies going around like, producing. That was a whole industry that's now, it's a long lost art, dust production. But that's what it was. They said they'll sell you a little package of salt, just and it was mixed with it was a little bit of salt, a little bit of just like calcium built up on here and there, and they grind it up. You get a little bit of hair, put it in there, mix it with all the debris, and just like shake it, shake. Put some sodium in there. Grind it. What are you baking here? Just I don't know, but dust. That's what it was. And you got yourself a little dust, and then you went out there, and then you formed relationships. And you made them solid. You put in time and effort, and little indications of how you felt about people came through, leaving notes on dust. Sprinkle a little dust. What do you write in there? I love you. Who loves you? I do. Is what you'll write. I love you is what you'd write in the dust. And people were just feeling reassured because it's just like one thing. Because back in the day, people used to say to each other, people used to carry out these great acts of affection out in public and private, but nothing says I love you like writing a beautiful handwritten note in dust. Or maybe that's the thing. And like it was a reminder to you, it wasn't just about the romantics either. It wasn't all about the romantics, of course. Sometimes there was like it was a way to communicate with your neighbors. Who doesn't like communicating with their neighbors? That's what I'm saying. So you got a car. This is again prior to car washes and like before washing cars became like the thing. Now everybody's washing cars. Before, cars used to be dusty. You park and you're blocking your neighbor's garage, dude. No, and that's the thing. They come out, it's 6 a.m. They got their wife given birth. They got to drive them to the hospital. They already got another kid, and they got to find like the babysitter for the kid. There's one kid needing babysitters and another kid popping out, and I got to move the car, and there's a car blocking my car is what they'll say. They're freaking out. It's 6 a.m. No, everybody's sleeping. Majority of people asleep. He's freaking out. No phones. Mid-70s. No pagers. Nothing. Not even a pigeon in sight. You couldn't even find a damn pigeon at the time. Shortage of pigeons, messenger birds. All they were all just there was an embargo. There was an embargo on the messaging birds, and that's what it was, man. So that's the thing but that's the thing. You nicely, your wife's about to the water's already been popped, bro. It's already dripping wet. It's slipping and sliding all over the place, and you're like that's what it is. You go out there, you write a kind note, you start writing, and you go, hey mother, you scratch that part. You're like, and you get the details in there. I noticed you parked in my spot. Kindly remove your car. You're blocking my garage. Entrance. Best regards, your neighbor. And then you write your initials. Next thing you know, it's 11 o'clock. Your baby's already born. What happened? Time, energy, money saved. Because what did you do? You self-doula that baby. You know, you got in there. It became more personal. Families were no longer having to resort to, institutions. It kept us, basically kept us all, and that's the thing. Your neighbor came out early, 11 o'clock in the morning. He's got that late shift. He's got the banker's hours. He's working on, he's going in the office at 11, he's clocking in at he's supposed to stay there till 5, but he's going for an early lunch. He'll wrap it up by 3. But that's the thing, it's 11 o'clock, he's just he's got his briefcase, nice little tie, nice little suit, he's ready to go. What's this on my windshield? He starts reading the note. Oh, of course. Parking right in front of my neighbor's garage, and kind reminder. He's like, of course. He's like yelling across, like, Jimmy, how you doing? How's the wife? Meanwhile, you're there. You crack open a window. You're covered in blood and placenta everywhere. Blood, but that's the thing. Which is more memorable? Baby being born in the hospital under safe supervision of doctors and nurses and professionals, or you stepping it up like a gentleman, delivering your damn baby yourself. Take responsibility for your life. Stop externalizing things. Take responsibility for your life. If you're going to put something out there, make sure you execute from A to Z. It's not your job just to, make the deposit and be like, and then your wife has to check in, would you be able to drive me? I want you to be like, baby, I'll deliver myself. Wash your hands before. Get a couple of, next thing you know, you're getting some wet towels. You're getting some hot towels, because that's what you've heard doulas do. Hot towels, hot water. You get your other kid who's barely 10 involved. Teach him a life skill, something he or she can use out in the real world. And of course, and you keep it all within the family. Could you ask for a neighbor's help? Why would you ask for a neighbor's help when you got your, barely 10-year-old kid right there? What are they doing right now? Not in school. Put him, give him life lessons, give him skills. Sure, are they gonna be a little bit scarred because they saw mama's, no. But was it worth it? Are they one step closer to, becoming a medical professional at this part in their life? Probably not. Do they have to seek out some sort of, maybe a one-on-one session? Maybe, maybe get a little bit of therapy. Who doesn't need a little bit of therapy? And that's what it is. You're preparing them. But at least you've kept it in the family. At least you know where the issue is. It's not some stranger out there. It's kept within the family. And stories later on, you're thinking about the future, the bonding these kids are going to have over, oh man, the brother and sister, brother and brother, like sister and sister, like, man, and the older one would tell the other one, the younger one, like, story, man, I practically birthed you, I doulaed you, baby, I doulaed you. And who's, if you're building those bonds early, life skills, and you're passing down knowledge and formulating a strong bond within the family from the get-go, you got yourself the start of you could become an empire, is what I'm telling you. That's how, get your man, get your queen, you doula that baby into life. You self-doula. How did it all come about? How do we come here? How do we get here? From dust. From literally dust. Just dust. And now all of a sudden we catch ourselves in a space, in a climate where everybody's freaking about the dust. Make sure you're dusting. Make sure you're collecting the dust. Put it in. We invented all these great, and it's like, who's it benefiting ultimately? These, big vacuum, dude. Big vacuum's benefiting. That's who. Have you seen the spelling of vacuum? Weird. Right? And who's benefiting? And it's one of those industries where it's like, it's never ending. It's never ending. I say, where's the buck gonna stop, dude? Lady, where does the buck stop? You start lotioning. You start getting, and this is why I'm talking about this right now, because it's like towards the end of summer. We got 1 month. If we nip this in the bud within a month, the world's not gonna collapse. But if we don't get control, if we don't get ahead of this, next thing you know, come September, come October, and I don't want to be, but that's the thing. If you're not into saving lives, if you are out there playing it loose, just going about life willy-nilly, I'm not gonna moisturize today. I'm not gonna moisturize. Do you believe do you know how many pounds of dust and dirt the average person eats in a year in America and the world, Canada, everywhere, average? Take a wild guess. Take a guess. That's right, you're right. 6 pounds. How did you know? You Googled it. You Google things. You'll find fun facts. 6 pounds on average. And how do we stop it? People are always talking about these grand conspiracies. Oh, there's private channels where they're sprinkling dust. Yeah. Interest groups are involved. They're pulling the strings. Loosening harnesses, emptying out dust, in one bag, out the other, dust everywhere. Dust mafias collecting, there, that's what it is. It is, frustrating because we can take control of this. We can reel it back in. We can get things under control before the next phase break. Do you want your kids to be rolling around in too much dust or not enough? Keep your dust at a balance. You don't want to get rid of too much dust, because it's like, okay, the more I get rid of, the more I gotta replenish. You keep that equilibrium. Carry it, just 2 grams of dust. Everybody carry 2 grams of dust. Sprinkle a little bit here and there. This way all the funding that goes into solving crimes, and like, where's crime coming from? Well, I'll tell you what's not helping: lack of dust. How do we get more people talking about it? We're already doing it. We're already doing the best we can. And that's the thing. You gotta just, should you get rid of it? Sure, you could. Or you could also leave it behind. Again, what do we talk about? You could leave a nice romantic note for your wife. I love you. Oh my God, it must be true. It's in dust. What's a girl's best friend? Concentrated dust. Essentially, it's years and millions of years of concentrated just layers of the earth, and the magnetic poles shifting, tectonic plates moving, forming layers upon layers, pressure, lots of pressure, just pressure of dust accumulating on top of each other, until one day a nice beautiful volcano erupts and just busts right out. Now you gotta wait for it to all settle. You gotta wait. You go in there years after, chipping away, looking for concentrated shiny dust. And you're like, I found it. And you're like, no, that's just fool's dust. That's just fool's dust. Any fool can just get regular, but that's the thing. Different forms for different purposes. All right? So next time you go about, wondering what to do about the should you get rid of the entire, or should you leave a little bit behind? I say leave a little bit behind. And I'll leave you guys with that. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you like these videos, go ahead and hit those like buttons on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on YouTube by subscribing, searching Rob Sadri so you get the full-length videos. You want to support your boy. You want to see more of this serious. You want to see more of these silly videos. You want to see more of the this, that, and the other. You want to see changes being made in this world. You want to be the change in the world. You want some change, dog? I don't have... We're getting rid of it. It's all going online. Everything is moving, but you want to be a part of it, right? Go ahead and hit those like buttons, follow me, and see what happens. It's life-changing, and I'll see you guys back here again on Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. In the meantime, stay safe, save some dust, have some fun out there. Enjoy your week. Talk soon. Peace out.